Let's start with the good. State lawmakers today touted what they approved, from making insulin more affordable to raising the legal age to purchase tobacco products, to beefing up election security, and of course, fast-tracking $550 million in COVID relief funding. But there's one big exception.
My disappointment that the bonding bill apparently became victim to an unrelated demand.
Governor Walz sharing his rare frustration that House Republicans held out on negotiating a plan to borrow for public construction projects.
It's a shame, but I will not give up.
This weekend, House Republicans didn't give a $2 billion bonding bill the supermajority it needed after tying their support to ending the governor's emergency powers during the pandemic. That while Democrats didn't get behind a Senate Republican proposal for a $1 billion bonding bill. Meantime, also failing to get a green light, state worker contracts, with the Senate instead approving a modified version of the deal that had included a slight raise.
We no longer have a budget shortfall. I'm happy to retroactively give those raises.
Also still literally up for debate, oversight of the remaining COVID relief funding, tax relief proposals, and a request to help the Mall of America. But lawmakers do agree COVID-19 changed this session's character, if not determined its outcome.
It's hard to explain what kind of a wrench that threw into how we do legislative work.
The pandemic kind of reached in and grabbed the heart of the legislative session out.
Carla Holt, KARE 11 News.
State leaders are reviewing whether the Senate has the legal right to change an already agreed upon contract. Meanwhile, the governor is expected to call a special session in June so that lawmakers can finish their work.